But we did work on a little things here and there for this game, which is great. Yeah, last night, not today. Honestly, Caleb, I like the EE escort part because it's not a whole lot to worry about. I can't really fail. I shouldn't fail the run there, you know. It's not likely, so like.
All right, let's look.
Like, I don't mind that at all. It's like, okay, just go through your paces. Make sure to do the sniping section well. Who cares? We're talking extreme here, though. On normal, it is very boring. Bad line. It's too low.
Freeze.
You don't need to hold that guy up. I just do it for fun. Daily thanks to the host. Ugh. It's faster to trank him twice, but I just run into him instead.
Who's there?
This is true.
Freeze.
Well, if she gets hurt in the sniping section on extreme, that's also not good because you can choke at vamp too. It's not like that much different. Don't want her getting hurt, period. You can afford taking a little bit of damage, but not much else. Part I don't like about sniping section is the very small window you have to make sure all the guys go down. And like, you spam tranks into them and then like they cause the alert, then they fall down. It's just annoying. Yeah, well. Yes, Patron Tequila. I think the thing was I just kept on drinking when I got home. That was all it was. I would have been fine if I didn't. I wasn't super hungover, just got really lazy today because of it. Oh god.
I've been with the unit since I was born.
This isn't good.
Battlefield, conflict, and victory were my parents. The unit is we've shared everything. I have no one.
Pray for plywood. What are you praying for me for? Pray that my hands don't fail me. And that I have good decision making. Especially with Rays. Nice, right, you? Even half health, that's pretty spooky. Yeah, exactly, that's why... After the horror show for me that is mid-game, I'm really happy when I get to Shell 2. I feel pretty safe for the next 25 minutes or whatever. The run shouldn't die there. If I get to Shell 2, that means the next place the run should die is Arsenal. So, like, cool. Here's the easy part, right? Come on. Engine room is so weird. If you time the shot right, you don't have to wait at all, but it's a good idea just to do one of those and then move. If he ends in during saying ASAP, that's, you know, a fair amount of delay. You don't want him ending earlier than that. That means you're sitting around way too much. But if he's still saying ASAP, that's not bad. You need just enough to make sure he doesn't actually finish that call. Well, that's why I don't run EE, man. The mashing's good enough for extreme torture. I don't have anything to prove with torture. Plus, not having a PAL PS2 helps. And I have to run this version. Come on, poke your head out. Don't do your hand thing. Alright, he'll go down real soon. Alright, I'll just shrink you again. Huh! What? I thought there was one more guy, but he took forever, and I was like, is this it? Should have trusted my instincts there. Then why bother? Like, why do you bother? Just play Extreme on Soul. That's my question, like, why bother with that, all that trouble?
At the moment, every industrialized
I don't understand.
knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all
There we go.
deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability.
Use D-pad right here to make sure I'm flush with the door. D-pad is really useful there to do that roll. Make sure you're hugging the wall.
Pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Freeze. Freeze.
With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands of
Quirks. Question mark.
ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development. But
I don't understand that. Play EEX with PAL because some things are exclusive to each game.
the navies. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation.
Alright, you're gone. You're just talking nonsense. Come back and talk more nonsense, you'll get banned.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Strats are different, but I don't know, like, it just seems like a whole lot of trouble when you say you can't even do the run without a turbo controller. But hey man, do as you do. But I don't see that any enchantment or magic with playing European Extreme when I can just play my copy of Sons of Liberty and pretty much get what is essentially the same experience minus about what, 15%, 10%? Like, the strat variations aren't that ridiculous to me. But like I said, you do you, man. Hey, Maticus. Nice. Using the emote. Yeah, bodied. Really have patience for that kind of thing today. Read the rules. Very clearly states if you're just gonna come in here and talk a bunch of nonsense, you're just gonna get timed out. Spamming chat with things that make no sense. I don't care. See ya. Good work. Hello. Rolls eyes. Hey.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
Punched.
Who's there?
It's not what you promised, Jim. Now you're gonna shut me up too. Calm down.
Who's there?
Was it a positive experience? Oh my gosh. Just go away. Go away. Very emotional. Like the service was emotional. People love inviting me to Dota when I'm streaming, but when I'm ready to play Dota, no one's ready to play. Go figure. Huh! Make an account, get immediately bodied. Aaron, thanks for the luck. I'm so sorry about your issues with your capture card, man. You know, if worse comes to worse, I'm telling you, pick up the one I have. I know we can only get composite, but I mean, at least you can actually frickin' stream, right? Yes, Dota. No, this is not the Dazzle. Donor bait. don't know if I want that though. Oh, that wasn't even me. You just got bodied by Tyler. Congratulations. Bodied. Bodied. You have been bodied. I can mod on mobile, PogChamp. It's not the Dazzle though, it's the IO data USB blah blah blue. I have trouble remembering the name. It's the IO data USB capture device. And it's awesome. The color is a little bit off. It's a little bit dull, but not like completely correct to what my TV looks like. But I don't have problems with this capture card. Set it up, forget. That's it. Literally. Set it up. Once I figure it out. Once I figure out how to stream with the capture card. Which took a little bit. Set it up, forget it. Of course, change the DNRLA setting, but... Yo, that was a really nice cartwheel. Lightning fingers. Hey, if that person still wants to donate to me, you can still donate. But if you just keep on making alts and making yourself look like a fool, you'll keep on getting bodied. Thanks for the donation, though. This is the kind of pace I like. I don't really... I mean, I've been like minus 30 going out of Fat Man or whatever. But this is okay.
Freeze.
I keep on like golding Fortune. Like I just keep getting better and better at this segment as well, which is pretty cool. Hey, you say that, but I make one mistake and it's over.
Somebody there.
Guards will do their job. I gotta punch this guy in the nuts. Okay. Yeah, that was not quite the throw. My god, please. Can't be wasting time like this. I'm on a timer, or else I'm gonna get a caution. That guy will wake up. Okay, we're good. Yeah, you can do the same thing in Twin Snakes, but it's a lot more useful in this game. That's a backup strat though. I don't want to have to punch that guy in the nuts. It's a waste of time and it's scary.
I'm under attack. Freeze. Oh. Who's there?
Why? It's happened earlier today as well. Wait, is he going upstairs? He totally did.
What was that just now?
What is this?
No sign of the missing man. Now, quickly. I need some.
Go away. That was weird. Windows 7's cheap, eh? Joke's on them. Windows 7's awesome. I'm gonna miss Windows 7. Oh, the alert sound. Gotcha. Usually that guard doesn't go that way. But I had that happen earlier today. And then there as well. This is slow. Yeah, I really like bomb disposal. I remember making fun of bomb disposal before I started running this game. But EX bomb disposal is actually a lot of fun because it's a series of challenge rooms, you know? And there's just a lot of different approaches you can take with some of these rooms. So it's actually pretty fun. No pants down. Ooh, now we got a competition. That's awesome. Hey, keep it coming. Alright, we're gonna see who's gonna win at the end of the night. Because I timed out the original account. So we're 1 for 1 to 1. Great though. Oh, no. I timed out and then I banned the other one. Ah! That's bad. I'm going the long way around. So if you screw up there, that's what you do instead. Because getting spot by the guy is probably gonna just ruin the run, so. Yeah, FFZs. MIA. You can still use the emotes associated with this channel, but a lot of the FFZ functionality is kind of hidden. No, right? Very bored.
Freeze.
Very, very bored. Anywho. Prep D, let's not fruit this up. Let's not fruit it up. Let's not put this strut in a fruit cup.
Nothing here.
Good. A lot of adjustment there that wasn't necessary. I've got a good feeling about tonight, though. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. What's my favorite part about running this game? When things go right. When things go right in this game, it feels really good. Everything just feels kind of like all locked into place like a jigsaw puzzle. When things don't go right, then my run dies. I'm not a huge fan of that. In terms of like just like the parts of the run, the Fat Man fight's a lot of fun. Rays are exciting, obviously. I think rays are a really big part of running on Extreme, because I always felt like normal rays were just so disappointing. There's just like, you have really nothing to worry about on normal rays. it's not the case on Extreme. I mean, yeah, you could say that about any speedrun, but I mean, when things go right in this game, it looks really impressive. I mean, when things go right in Silent Hill 1, it just looks like the movement's smooth. Like, in this game, it's like, did you see how I took that guard out, or did you see how I handled that boss, and all that? I was a bit late on the gun up. Though sometimes, like, the backups, like how you approach things, are interesting as well. Trying to keep things afloat. Well, it's like this. There's just more going on in this game compared to Silent Hill 1 when you're playing Silent Hill 1 really optimally. Of course, optimal Silent Hill 1 is obviously cool in its own right for me. But I think in just a general viewership thing, like, when you play this game well, it's quite obvious. Not to say I'm like the best player ever or anything like that, but like, when you have an idea of what you're doing, it's really cool looking. Like, oh, I had that perfect cartwheel. Like this spot right here, as long as I actually can reach. Yep. Wait, what the hell? I have to be like aiming at just the right spot. Interesting. You say that, Maticus, but I know it's not true. Thank you. You're flattering me. Need to take out the box. Doesn't really matter if you take it out here. So you can lose RTA time here to lag, but it doesn't matter with the in-game timer. Which is kind of why I feel like, in reality, the split point, like, Fortune should have her own separate split, and then, oops, have a split just for bomb disposal, you know? Like, the moment you defuse that bomb or whatever in the dock. Or, like, when you get on the elevator or something like that. That way the lag of this fight doesn't, like, it's kind of separated. Because you could save time, but you're actually not saving as much time as you think. Or you might lose time, but you're actually quite ahead. You don't really know until the end of the game. Because anytime, like, that barrel, the barrel that exploded, that lost me time. If that barrel explodes, loses me time. If they, like, explode one after the other, then the game gets really laggy. Gotta wait for that barrel to explode, and go forward. Bits, man, thank you for those bits. Cup is full. Ooh. Late split. Vanishes. Is there like the bit signal? It's like there's a cup that needs to be filled. Bitman, da 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 da, Bitman. Bitman, Bitman, Bitman. Now if anyone donates bits, they're gonna splash the pot, so to speak. Splash the cup. Cup. I tried doing a faster strat here once and it failed. Now I'm just gonna stick to what I know. just trank that guy.
Freeze! Huh? Who's that? Enemy sight. Requesting.
That's a really good question, Blue. Really good question, and I don't have an answer to that one.
Who's there?
Word is Blue's gonna come to this game that make me look like a total fool. Then the show will be over. I'll be shown for the true sham I am. Sham I am. Oh, come on. That's not how that's supposed to look. Wow. How lame. I didn't want to cartwheel past it though, so that's why I just like ran up to it like a fool. Oh well. That sucks. Not laying down anything, buddy. At least I got that double. Over here, pick this up. And that bounce was annoying. That sucks.
Get out of my way!
Oh, there it is! Why do I do this to myself? Dang, I lost all that time. Oh, not ideal whatsoever. Pretty clench. It's okay though. There's still so much time to be saved. This will be the hopefully the official debut of being able to skip the retinal cutscene 100% consistently. At least it seems 100% consistent. Which will save me time on this split. There's no way around it, it'll save me time. Exactly, and I have no reason to say, oh, that's inexcusable. No. I could save over a minute on Harrier. Granted, I have to get through Harrier first. There is that, but kind of awkward since I had to equip the sensor. I didn't remember where he put it. It was a good thing I equipped the sensor. I would have, like, totally missed the bomb, honestly. That's why you never want him laying down bombs, ever. Ever, ever, ever. I do have all the stuns I need, though, which is great. Once I hear the Cypher make a beep, I know I can move. Because it's moving away. Double punch buffer. Okay. All good. Earlier today, I actually had 3 panels fall going out of Shell 1, which was not good. So I don't know if you can cartwheel a 3-panel disappearance. Like, if I actually got that run all the way there, I would have just gone into hanging mode. Ensure I wouldn't just die before Arsenal. Not worth it. Right, so coming up is the retinal pattern cutscene, which is skippable on the other versions of the game just by mashing. Nothing really out of the ordinary, just like how it usually should be. But for this game, for whatever reason, you need to press the button once at a very certain time to do it. AKA when the scene fades in. This should work. I hope it works, or else I'll look like a complete doofy. Hanging? Hanging mode? Okay. Yes, when the scene fades in. When the scene fades in, that is when you press X. If you mash through that scene, you can't skip it.
Retinal pattern recognized. You are cleared
Which is
to enter.
really dumb. You don't get this. You can't get the suppressor until after Harrier for the AK. It's totally optional. That guy tripped me. That bold dude. Okay, here's names.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1.
Your aims, aren't you?
What's up with that?
Look at that gold split. Just like that, I practically get all my time back. And now no one who runs this game has to be frustrated by that stupid retinal scene on US version. Which I'm very happy about. That was dumb.
He's coming here. Pick up your AK.
Pick up your AK. I'm gonna do save strat exiting Shell 1 because the risky one failed me the other day. It honestly doesn't really matter that much. Just trying to make as few failure points in the run as possible. What the fast strat there is you trank the wall, it distracts the shield guard, and then you knock him over with a cartwheel and then exit. It looks really cool, but if you fail it, the run's over. Cause that's an alert guard. The attack team. If the attack team sees you, that's an instant alert. There's no call-in, because they were already called in. You're that ninja. Want to hit that guy's radio?
Huh? It's him. Everyone, stay on guard.
It extends the caution, which is a good thing. Apparently someone else sees that and calls it in, and then the other dude calls it in that you shot the radio out of. I don't really get how that all works, but whatever. Plug the wall down here. The reason why you want the caution is because if the caution runs out while you're going through Strut D, you might get caught by the attack team leaving. And that's a bit dicey. Especially now that I take Shell 1 a little bit slower.
What's that?
What's that? Alright, 1-2, my greatest enemy. It's too early. Okay. Run did not die at Cyphers like earlier today. Oh, why are you aiming at the Cypher? That's a very bad idea, Raiden. Like too close. Sensors are really annoying. Yeah, the squad armor's pretty cool. They actually just have like machine gun pistols though, like TMPs or something. Which is kind of funny. But I guess because they have to hold the shield. No, not the D-Mic. He ain't trying to listen to the Harrier. The person in the Harrier is actually quite audible. Don't need to hear any closer. What? Call that a close call. That might not work. Aww. Oh well. Not the end of the world. I don't want to have to reload if I'm doing iframes.
You're tougher than I thought. I'll let you go out in style.
Please don't fail us.
Try dodging this.
It's fine. Yeah.
More ammo.
Catch! Go to hell, Harrier. No, I never played MGO. Alright. 1-2 Bridge Part 2, or Part 3. Alright. Here's the safe EX strat
This is not a pretty sight.
until they turn.
Hurry up and check the situation.
Rank him. Rank him. They're both gone. Now there's no way that my run dies here. Granted, I think you could just hang here instead. If you're slow. I don't know if that ends up being faster or slower, or just about the same as just doing that instead. Hey, now there's snoring, which is cool. Knockabout there. Guy is distracted. My hold on my analog stick was a bit suspect there. Yeah, that
Go in my pants.
Kasaka can get in your way. A good chunk of the time, as I have learned, you can deal with it. Like, it's not the end of the world. However, sometimes, like, Kasaka will just straight up get in your way. But in that situation, you have to, like, aim up, aim above the helicopter, or else you'll hit the helicopter. As long as you're locked on, it should go to the Harrier. However, there are times where, like, that will screw you up. Or, like, the Kasaka will fly into the missile or stupid crap like that. And it is quite annoying when the Kasaka does stupid stuff. 'Cause not only does it waste your time by not taking damage onto the Harrier, it wastes your missile. And you don't want to, like, waste missiles in that fight. Really don't. It's a bad idea. Because if push comes to shove and you're running low on ammo, then you need to rely on the Kasaka to drop stinger ammo for you. It's not a position you want to be in. That fight can still be faster, though. You can finish it during the, missile phase. The bullet hell phase, so to speak. The missile hell phase. But that was still decent. I've definitely gotten better at that fight. Thankfully. Thank Kojima. because... Ugh. I would say that the Harrier is one of the... why am I cartwheeling? Stop! It's one of the hardest fights to do really well. And there's, like, so many risky strats you can go for as well. On top of it. I should have cartwheeled there. What am I doing? I'm doing a lot of garbage inputs. Alright, don't be stupid.
What are you doing?
Yeah, he's been really smart. Like, I've not really seen him throw dumb stuff at me when I go here, which is really nice. When I did normal, he'd love to just be an idiot, but it doesn't happen that much on extreme for me anymore. I did lose time because of the slow and safe strat I did at 1-2. That's okay, and also my garbage inputs didn't help matters. It abuses invincibility frames, Maticus. It's the same thing when I cartwheel. You can cartwheel. You can cartwheel. You can drop into hanging mode, get up from hanging mode, that has invincibility frames, and then pop and shoot has invincibility frames.
I took these for...
You can do the same thing with Fortune. I don't do it. I just use a cardboard box instead. Just checking my ammo. This is totally acceptable ammo. And actually semi-decent cartwheel. No, he could still be a doofus on extreme. It's just... I think I've just gotten lucky. Pretty sure. At least it feels like it. But maybe it's true. Maybe he's dumber on the other difficulties. That was really close. I almost fell off. I don't really know my way around over there. Have to, like, somehow get over here. Which I think you could do if you go, like, left, then down. Thanks to the luck, Silverpad. So far, this run has had nothing too stupid happen. I'm doing okay. What is the trick there? To go out of bounds, you just go prone at the elevator button, press triangle, and you're out of bounds. That's it. Only works on Sons of Liberty. Not Substance, not HD Collection. Sons of Liberty. It's one of the benefits, perks, and quirks of running this version. Oh, with Vamp? Okay, so it's just exploiting how his AI works. If you're close enough to him, he'll just keep on trying to attack with his knife. So, as long as you're close, when he finishes his attack animation, he'll try another knife attack, and he just keeps on doing that. As long as you don't get hit by it, he won't go back in the water. If he goes back, if he hits me, I actually can take the hit. If you're on European Extreme, it just kills you. So you really don't want to get hit there. But I could survive the hit, and if that happened, I would just hang off the edge again and then do the same setup. Because if you're just hanging off the edge, he'll come over and try to stab you while you're hanging off. It's similar to Solidus. If you're hanging off the edge with Solidus, he'll come over and try to, like, slice you off, and you can exploit that as well. Which they added for realism or whatever, but it ends up actually helping you if you know how to exploit it. Because he, Vamp's right in front of you. If you play him normally, he's jumping around the arena and all that, but if you're hanging off the edge, he's just going to come over and try to stab you off or whatever. Then just sort of punch him with kind of the same rhythm you would with Liquid Infinite. Tap, 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 tap. You never want to kick, because then he'll fly off. Unless it's the final attack. Then you want to get him with the final kick of your combo, and then the fade out is faster. Which I didn't do. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a pretty easy fight to get through non-lethal. It's a hard fight to perfect non-lethal, because your positioning and timing is really key, and then you want to finish the fight with that final kick as well. So a perfect Vamp fight is actually pretty tough in a way, but just getting through Vamp is no big deal. As long as as long as you know the parameters of success in that fight. Almost got her feet hooked on that mine. I don't even remember what the Vamp fight in MGS4 was. To be honest with you. There's another thing you can do with Vamp. It's the lethal strat. Ah, I screwed that up. Oh well. The lethal strat, you actually start the fight off when he's staying in the middle with a stinger, and you just keep on firing stingers at his hitbox until he dies. It's pretty amazing. Especially on PC. It's one of the coolest looking things you can do in the game on PC because it's so fast. He dies so quickly. And you gotta just like mash the stinger button. You need at least like 20 stingers or something along those lines to successfully finish the fight on lethal. On normal, that is. But man, the strat looks really cool. I'd say it's easier than non-lethal. Because, like, an optimal lethal, you either get it or you don't, pretty much. Okay, I gotta reset the room. The one hard part about Shell 2 core is getting both of those guys held up. Realize how close he'd be. But it's all good. She's right here. I lost a little bit of time from that, but no big deal. It's more important that I don't screw up the sniping section. That did lose me like 10 seconds or something. 15. Not the end of the world though. As long as he... Ugh. Sorry, Emma. God. think I need to throw this early because of that. I don't know. That might have been a really bad choice. I think that was a bad choice. Okay. It should not have been scary, but it was. I was worried that the cipher on the right would have saw me while I was holding Emma's hand and it would have been over.
Freeze.
Really mean to freeze him, but whatever. Guess that's one way to do it. I actually like this room though, because it kind of emphasizes how well you move your lines while you're walking. All about the movement there, and then of course, you know, hitting those headshots. It's a neat little room. That's why I don't really mind the Emma escort so much, because it really, you know, it changes how you approach your movement in the game. Usually you're cartwheeling around and running, but now you have to walk. And Emma is not like an annoying escort, because she'll sit around. You know, she doesn't like go off and get herself killed. But like, fine. Go one for that guy first. It's fine, I need to worry about stuff. I use D-pad when I'm tracking those claymores on the side. Oh, I'm gonna lose like 15 seconds from this. Sucks. Well. Hope I don't lose like my whole minute to this split. It's going really poorly so far. It's the stupid AK, thank you. Well, it is what it is. The reality is getting a perfect big boss run is maddening. Not like Madden. Like John Madden, I mean. Maddening. Makes you go crazy. Just getting one done was maddening enough. Then try to get one with minimal mistakes. Not so good. Like I said, I feel confident about this run. Let's see that strong finish. Looking for a nice finish. Minimal errors. Take us all home. style. That big boss style. Part of the reason why that was harder is that if you don't trank that one guy early on, it makes it harder. Come on, don't do this. Man. Well, he didn't fire, but this is just a bad split overall. Now we do a lot of sitting around. There's a few more ciphers to take out, and I think one more guard, maybe, but and then of course Vamp 2. Where I could just choke really hard. She didn't lose enough health for me to be like super concerned about that though, but I could still choke. I've never lost Big Boss to Vamp 2, but I have died to Vamp in practice. Like practice runs, that kind of thing. So, always the first time. Wish I could just go away for a moment and like get a glass of water or whatever, but I can't really do that. It's not possible. There it is. Hey, Snake. See ya. I don't want your help. Big thing is don't miss this last cipher with my remaining PSG-1 bullets. I don't have to go pick up more. And we are good to go. There we go. Now we wait. Time loss. Actually, not as much as I thought it would be, though. Seconds. I thought it was going to be at least 30. Well, it was actually very close to 30. Now that I'm doing my math. So mathematical. Eh. Alright. You can't actually get a rank based on having one of those sea lice in your inventory until the end of the game. Fun fact, but that's why we don't, you know, roll around in the sea lice. Alright, so if Tengu 1 goes as it should, that time save is ours.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
I can save like
Jack the Ripper.
3 minutes or something in Arsenal, this final stretch of the game.
You know this fellow? You remember me, don't you? You've grown. High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory, too?
Yeah, I lost my memory from running this game.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
That sweet PS2 motion blur.
Who's there?
That was close. I was a little bit further down than I'd like. Hey, Mac. Oh! Please? I want to listen to your nonsense, Colonel. Oh, we're on a big boss run. Well, pace, that is. But all can be taken away. Like, I could even lose it at Solidus. All is possible. Huh! I didn't realize you could do that. Must focus. Must focus. Enunciate well. Harness the wood. Yes, that's how you lose it at Solidus, Mac, by getting killed. Turn the game console off right now. Be cool. We can be cool as cucumbers here. Did it, like, miss the cup? Did it, like, bounce off? That's funny. Don't want your ammo. Might get shot again here. Yeah, I gotta... If I get shot, yeah, it's not something I can really deal with. I need you to go through the door, man. Alright, well, I can't survive a water cannon. So that's out of the picture. Got right up in my face. Okay, there's no one to my right, really. Which is good. I'd rather have the spread be, like, on one side here, but hope that guy doesn't jump slash me. Like, he's running forward, then, like, backing up. But he has a gun out. I don't think he's gonna jump slash me. Okay, he's just gonna run forward. Some of them have P90s, some of them have swords. Oh, it's getting a bit spread out. Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. Join the coolant party. I don't really understand how this works, it just does. So, don't ask me for an explanation.
It came as a complete surprise when
Can't use
Ocelot
that.
discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando.
You can't use a ration.
No longer exists. A simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR.
Otherwise, this would be
Sound like
not a big
someone you
deal.
know, Jack. I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets.
I can take a machine gun. I
But
can't
made
take
use
a
of you
water cannon.
and their plan
I will die.
too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute, split between life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
That's not gonna work. I fire my empty pistol at you. Oh. Doubting myself. Please stop. Get wrecked. Nope. Right. Oh. So lost right now. Huh. We're not out of the woods yet. I have to still execute this final part.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW.
I think you can dodge it by running, but that's a really bad idea.
I admit that I underestimated.
Really, really bad idea. Want to dodge with a cartwheel.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Come on. Come on.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
Wanted to see if I could get it with no health loss, but I couldn't. If I switched to my other finger, I probably could have, but it's fine. By the time the meter was going to the end, I knew it was nearly over. Yeah, I know, right? Innominable. I don't have PAL Extreme, so it's all good. And I don't run PC, so it's all good. I don't have to worry about any of that. I just have to mash for 30 seconds. This is a bad spot. No, you should go for lethal on normal. If you're not going for rank 1 strats, you should do the lethal strat. Get wrecked, Dad. It's up there. Flash on his good side, then punch on his bad side. That's how this works. And that's a run. That's a wrap. Big Boss Extreme, Sons of Liberty US, PS2. We did it, ladies and gents. The grind is over.
Do you remember this place?
119 attempts later.
Of course. This is where we first met.
Rock and roll.
I remember.
Enjoy the
now.
ending. I'm gonna go
Today is the
take a
day
needed
I
break.
met you.
That's it.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. But genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
I stare at the stars and the sky